Gratitude greetings. Align and Thrive show with Geetika and Sunny. We are truly most blessed. We have Rutuja Lingampalle. She's an amazing trainer. She's a born coach, born leader, and she's pure 24 karat gold. She's excellence. She's quality queen. She's a beautiful human being. She's master of masters when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to depth. She's not running after certifications. She's not running after titles. She's not running after any name, fame, or awards. She runs after genuine magical knowledge, genuine transformation for herself and for her clients. With titles, yes, she's a life and leadership coach, founder of Self Leadership Academy, and the list is long. It doesn't matter to her because she's keen on mastering things. Whatever she learns, she puts her heart and soul. Whatever she does, she puts her heart and soul. So now you know where to go. Geetika Dadwani is here too. She's a celebrity tarot life coach. What I love about her in one line is her mastery in tarot. I met Dr. Kiran Bedi. I knew everything about ma'am's brain patterns, thinking, that line of spirit. She, without meeting her, could decode her with tarot. Yes, Geetika is a magician too. Welcome, both of you. I'm here to learn from you. Khel
Thank you.
shuru.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this beautiful introduction. And welcome, Rutuja, to Align and Thrive show. Uh,
Thank you, Gitika, and thank you, Sunny Bhaiya, for introducing me. And I loved how you introduced me as who I am, rather than with the titles, because titles are written everywhere. But it's very rare where we can really feel and express the spirit of who a person really is. And that's why I also love the work that you both are doing, where we are aligning with that authenticity together. So thanks again for inviting me.
yes. So, Rutuja, since you are also self-leadership coach, so I want to know that what does the leadership mean to you?
Leadership for me is being in charge. So we often hear our own voice, especially, when you are growing up, you don't know much about the world. And for a lot of people, also, when they grow up and reach their 30s, 40s, 50s, they still think that their existence is an accident and they are a product of everything that is happening to them. So they are not often in the driving seat of their life or consciously creating a life. Okay, so if you are in a job that is not aligned to you, okay, yahi kismat hai, yahi destiny hai, aise hi hone wala hai, and this is how it should go, right? So emotional fulfillment doesn't matter, or emotional fulfillment in relationships doesn't matter. So we are stuck in so many scenarios where I call it as not authentic. And once I feel that you align to something that is more authentic, and you are in the driving seat of your life, you create a much better experience of living altogether. So for me, leadership means that, and that's why I call my academy the Self Leadership Academy, because it's about first you being in charge of your life, and then you holding the vision to lead other people forward. So that's what it means.
Yes, you have beautifully put forth that it's not about uh, making other person do something, but it's about your own inner alignment, your own
Yeah.
authenticity that will lead to happiness, fulfillment, and then guiding others as well, being a role model.
Yeah.
What are the top five traits that are essentials in a good leader, as per
The
you?
The first is integrity. And by integrity, I just don't mean that, all those qualities that we are very well known of, honesty and all of that, that is mainstream, that is out there. But integrity means that you are moving forward put together from within. We know how it feels when we are broken from inside. Or I am an engineer by education. So if a car, it is not, integrated properly, the time you start moving it, it's going to fall apart. Or the moment you speed up, it's going to fall apart. So the first thing is integrating. And I believe a lot that if there is inner integration and inner alignment, there are very few internal conflicts, then you also see that in the world. And if you yourself are full of conflicts, you also see that in the external world. So integrity is the first thing that is there. And second is having an inclusive vision. So if your vision or your goals are, just me, that I should get this, I should reach here. I am an individualistic person, by the way. I strongly believe that if individuals are strong, groups are going to be strong. But if you are a leader, you also have to ensure that your vision holds that inclusion. Your vision holds the evolution of other people. So, vision is the second thing. The third thing is courage. So, there is a lot of times, when I have personally felt fearful while taking certain actions. But, anyways, I knew, this is the right direction to go into. And that's where I guided myself to go. And at times where I was really feeling like I may not have the information or the guidance, that time I can say by universe or by the grace of my teachers or God or friends and networks like Sunny Bhaiya, they came in and they said, this is how you do it faster. You are procrastinating without reason. There are a lot of times where Sunny Bhaiya said, just go and do it. You have everything ready. Okay.
Mm.
So that courage is the third quality that leaders need. And if somebody does not have someone other, then you can also inculcate that in you. And the fourth quality is empathy, emotional intelligence, that you are able to put yourself into other people's shoes and see it from their perspective too. And the fifth quality is honesty. Like, if you don't know something, you don't know something. So for you to become a leader, you don't have to know everything. I
Yes,
have been
yes.
telling this to a lot of coaches that I have worked with, ki you don't have to be God. And we do a very big injustice to ourselves and other people by putting them on a pedestal of a god. So we all are imperfect in that ways, and that's the beauty of, why we are little dependent also on each other. So these are the five qualities I feel are important.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rutuja, for enlightening us. And uh, one more thing that I would love to know from you, that, we as human beings also grow through our journey. We also find, our real self by our experiences, by the changes that we go through life. So what was that one major change that you have faced in your life, or one major experience that you have faced in your life, that has given you clarity that you are meant to do this, that you are meant to be uh, served like this? Otherwise you can be into, maybe in corporate or maybe at some other good position, but why
Yes.
coaching itself?
I have worked in corporates, and I did start with a very conventional career in engineering. And I have noticed a common pattern. Every time I tried hard to fit in, I suffered. And every time I stood out, I was able to bloom and blossom. And it's not that, I used to feel if I stood out, then we also sometimes have some internal beliefs, limiting beliefs, that if I stand out, it won't be safe enough. Am I good enough? All of that. I also had all those reservations. But I could see that, when I stand out with whatever I can do, whatever my strengths are. Yes, like every other human, I also have my weaknesses. But when I really use my strengths to stand out, I'm able to serve the world for the good. So, for example, I did a lot of social work during my college where I could clearly see my strengths, that it were related to more of people, rather than machines. So it does take courage, that you are seeing this, that you're not able to fit in with what everybody else is enjoying. Okay. And you also, when you choose a unconventional path, you also see that your achievements are not on the similar timelines like your friends. Okay, so friends of my age are clearly chasing very different goals, and mine are very different. So I've also felt very lonely in between. But the moment I switch on a video of somebody who's already accomplished, or who has stood out and who has grown, I see, oh, my thought process is matching with that person. So I am not wrong, I'm just different, and
Yes.
maybe I belong to a different league. And I can say this very unapologetically now. So I think that was the changing point.
Thank you so much, Rutuja, for sharing your inspirational insights. And I now pass on to Sunny ji.
थैंक यू। मैं तो स्टूडेंट बन के बैठा हूँ, मजा आ रहा है मेरे को। लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज एंड पाथ। ग्रेट। Rutuja, please tell us 5 things you really love about your brain design.
One that which you told me about my brain design, I'm going to recall from that it's balanced. You say that it is well distributed, and that balance felt conflicting in the beginning, but now I know that it is for good when I have aligned it with my profession. Second is I love what I love. I take deep interest in what I really have interest, and I go very deep into it. And third is that being able to relate to people and data at the same time, like you said, ki dono bhi hai capabilities. So I just love to marry these two capabilities of interpreting data and humans together. And how I do it, why I do it, I may not have a lot of answers, but I'm able to do it. Fourth, I like going outdoors and physical activities, going to the gym. That I feel that my brain really rewards me when I do that. And having a very curious mind for that matter, because wherever fear could stop me, my curiosity has just helped me push through. So that was that, let's do it and see what happens. That has taken me far ahead.
5 years from now क्या चाहिए आपको?
I would
नंबर्स
want to
में, अचीवमेंट में, फेम में, इम्पैक्ट में, मटेरियल में?
I would want to impact people at the largest scale, preserving the quality, because I think that is one of the biggest challenges of this profession. Ki when you are scaling, there could be a compromise on the quality that you deliver. But my primary focus has always been quality. So I want to keep it. At the same time, I want to, also take a look at the scale of how can I reach more people. So that's going to be a problem that I'll have to solve in the upcoming years. And I have a lot of hobbies apart from this. So I love coaching. I love, growing people and their businesses also. At the same time, I want to learn certain things that I have not done before. As Sanivia says, that you also have to look at those things which may not be your strengths. So I don't want to let those weaknesses be weaknesses. For example, I have learned couple of things that I was not good at, like cooking and many other small things. So I want to keep doing that. And yeah, that's what I want. Only these two things.
मटेरियल नहीं बोला आपने?
मटेरियल, हाँ, मटेरियली आई डू वांट टू ग्रो फाइनेंशियली, कि हर साल ग्रोथ होती रहे. आई एटलीस्ट ग्रो दैट बाय 2x 3x every year. And if I can see that scale in the finances, so I know that if the scale in business comes, it will reflect in finances. So
डन। रैपिड फायर करते हैं। पापा से क्या सीखा?
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. मैंने
मम्मी
सनी
से?
भैया को पहले भी बोला है कि हर चीज के 10 कॉपीज निकाल के रखो एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट.
मम्मी से?
मम्मी से दैट द स्पीड ऑफ डिसीजन मैटर्स. आई थिंक ये मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों से सीखा, एंड मम्मी से भी सीखा, दैट समटाइम्स मोर देन द राइट डिसीजन, द टाइमिंग ऑफ द डिसीजन मैटर्स.
भाई से?
That you can be compassionate even to people who aren't compassionate to you.
2 things you really love about yourself and you want भाइयों बहनों ये सीख लो मेरे से।
Courage to stand out even if you are the only one who's approving that decision. मतलब सारी दुनिया तुमको बोल रही हो कि तुम जो कर रहे हो वो गलत है, but if your heart says what you're doing is right, do it. Unless and until you are not breaching the constitution of our country, तब तक आप कुछ भी illegal नहीं कर रहे हो. So that is one thing that I think I had a long way to learn, and I love that about myself. And second is that you can love people without controlling them. The world doesn't have to be your way for you to be loved or for you to love others. Sunny Bhaiya can be Sunny Bhaiya, Geetika can be Geetika. I can have my own philosophies in my business, but we all still can be supportive of each other. ये भी सीखने के लिए बहुत टाइम लगा, बट आई लव दिस लेसन दैट आई लर्न फ्रॉम
नहीं
यू।
नहीं, अभी बहुत टाइम नहीं लगा, बाल काले हैं आपके। अभी तो आप बहुत यंग हो, बहुत 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 यंग हो। अभी तो जस्ट पास आउट हो। सेकंड बुक कौन सी लिख रहे हो?
स्टार्ट नहीं किया, बट लाइक यू नो माई डिजाइन, सो इट्स
नहीं वो
कुकिंग।
ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होता, इसीलिए मैंने पूछ लिया।
It's cooking in my head. I want to articulate it. And
थोड़ा रिवील करो फिर सरप्राइज हमें, फिर हम प्री ऑर्डर के लिए बोलेंगे रुतुजा रुतुजा।
that I'll definitely share because first book was a big surprise. I think Sunny Bhai was the only one who knew that I am writing a book that time. And nobody else knew, not even in my family. They knew that I am writing a book. Because I was like कि क्या मतलब मैं ऐसा क्या अलग बोल दूंगी. I didn't have this kind of self assurance when I was starting. So that time I kept it quite a secret, but this time I would let people know that I am going to write a book about something. I've just not finalized on that yet, what it would be.
कितनी बुक लिखनी है आपको?
There's no goal. I want to keep writing almost every 2 years, every year, because there's a lot. I think मेरी जो growth होती है ना in my personal life, it's very fast. ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि मैं बहुत जल्दी से सीख लेती हूँ कोई चीज को. And it's not that I learn only from my life. Also, I learn from my client experiences. I learn from my networks. Like both of you right now, we are having a conversation. I'm learning from you all. So I want to put it out there as soon as I can. So maybe I want to write every 2 years or every few years.
बस ठीक है, मतलब ओपरा विनफ्री, जैक कैनफील्ड, जिम रॉन, ब्रायन ट्रेसी, यानी 50 बुक मैं लेके चल रहा हूँ। थोड़ा और पुश करेंगे तो और भी हो जाएंगी।
Okay, 50 books.
यस।
Thank you for the target, bhaiya. I'll try.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर। वन पार्टिंग शॉट फॉर द ऑडियंस एंड फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस। व्हाट इज दैट पार्टिंग शॉट?
That's what I would like to say, that we have a very natural pull towards the things that are meant for us. And we conveniently ignore to not listen to that क्योंकि हम अलग हो जाएंगे, हम छूट जाएंगे, हम अकेले पड़ जाएंगे. And maybe you will also feel that loneliness at times, but it's going to align you with something so big and something that is so authentically you that your work will not feel like a task कि अरे अब ये करना है, and you will not have that dreaded feeling every time you get up in the morning, but you would be just like अच्छा ये करना है, get it done, and then you enjoy also the impact that you have created. So however fearful it is, choose listening to that pull and listening to that voice. It has all the answers.
Thank you so much, Rutuja. Thank you, Geetika. It was beautiful in both your presence. So much to learn from you both. Thank you. Thank you, Rutuja, once again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank